Good morning. I am from Tilak School. Students of class 5th, let's start our chapter number 3, Rapunzel. It is a story adapted by from the short by the Grimm brothers. Once upon a time, there was a man and a woman who had longed in vain for a child. Okay, at the length it appeared the god was about the grant them their desire. They are in vain for a child and they believe that God grant them their desire. There was a little window at the back of their house from which a splendid garden full of most beautiful flowers and herbs could be seen. From their window, they can see a garden. It was, however, surrounded by high walls. It was surrounded by the high walls, and no one dared to go into it because it belonged to a rich who had great power and dreaded everyone dared everyone. One day the woman was standing by this window and looking down into the garden when she saw a flower bed which was planted with the most beautiful rampion, and it looked so fresh and green that she longed for it. She was so sad that she began to look pale and miserable. Meaning of pale and miserable? Uh, Pale means in full of sadness. That means her husband was alarmed and asked, "What else, you dear wife?" Ah, she replied, "If I can't eat some of rampion which is in the garden behind our house, I shall die." The man who loved her thought, "I will not let my wife die." He thought that I will not let my wife die. I will bring her some of rampion myself, let it cost what it will. At twilight, that means at midnight, he climbed down over the wall into the garden, of which hastily clutched a handful of rampion. He clutched the handful of rampion and took it to his wife, and she at once made herself a salad of it and eat it greedily. Greedily she ate it, and it tastes so good, so very good, and that the next day she longed for it 3 times as much as before, because he loved her so much. The husband again went into the rich garden and get some more rampant, but this time Rich saw him and yelled angrily at him, "How dare you come into my garden and steal my rampion, you thief? Now you shall suffer for it." The man was trebly afraid, and he pleaded with her, "Let me mercy take the place of justice. Only I made up my mind to do it for my love of my wife." She saw Rampion from the window and longed for it. She would have died if I hadn't got some for her. The witch allowed her anger to be softened and said to him, "If the case be as you say, जैसा तुम कह रहे हो ऐसा ही है, I will allow you to take away as much as rampion as you will." तुमको जितनी ज़रूरत है you can take it. I make only one condition. She make a condition. You must give me the child which your wife will bring into the world. It shall be treated and I will care for it like a mother. The man, in his terror, constant to everything. So, when the woman had a baby, the witch appeared at once, gave the child name of Rapunzel, and took it with her. Rapunzel grew into a most beautiful child under the sun that met in the world. When she was 12 years old, the witch shut her into a tower in the middle of a forest. A tower had neither stairs nahi the, nor door, but near the top was a little window. When the witch wanted to go in, she placed herself beneath it, cried, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Rapunzel had magnificent long hair as fine as spun gold means सोने के धागों जैसे. When she heard the voice of the witch, she tied one end of the hook of the window above and then let her hair fall 20 feet down, and the witch would climb up by it. After a year or two, it is so happened that the king's son rode through the forest and passed by the tower. As he passed, he heard a song which was charming that he stood still and listened. It was Rapunzel, who in her loneliness passed her time singing in a sweet voice. The king's sons wanted to climb up to her and looked for the door of the tower, but none was to be found. So he rode home, but the singing had deeply touched his heart that every day he went out into the forest to and listen to it. Once, when he was standing behind a tree and listening Rapunzel's song, he saw the witch come there. The heard how she cried, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Then Rapunzel let her hair down, and witch climbed up a tower. If that is the ladder by which one goes up, I too will try my fortune. And said he, and he next day, when it began to grow dark, he went he went to the tower and cried, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Immediately, the hair fell down. The king soon climbed up. At first, Rapunzel was terribly frightened when a man such as her आई had never yet seen, उसने उससे पहले कोई मैन नहीं देखा था, came to her, but the king's son began to talk to her like a friend. King's son talked to her like a friend and told her that his heart was so stirred that it had not let him rest, and he longed to see her. Then Rapunzel lost her fear, and then he asked her if she would take him for her husband, and she saw that he was young and handsome. She thought, he will love me more than the old witch does. She immediately said yes and led in his. They were married. She said, I will willingly go away with you, but I don't know how to get down. Bring with your a skin of silk every time that you came, and I will wave a ladder with it. Uh, and then that is ready, I will descend and you will take me on your house, on your horse. They agreed that until that time he should come to her every evening, for the old witch came by day. The witch noticed nothing of this until once Rapunzel said to her, "Tell me, Dame Gothel, how it happened that you are so much heavier for me to draw up than the young king's son. He is with me in a moment." "Ah, you are wicked, child," cried the rich. "What do I hear you say? Thought I had separated you from all the world, and yet you have decided me." In the anger, she clutched Rapunzel's beautiful tresses and wrapped them twice round her left hand, seized a pair of scissors with the right, and snip snap they were cut off, and the lovely bread lay on the ground. And she was so piteous that she took poor Rapunzel into a desert where she had to live a great grief and misery. One the same day she cast out Rapunzel. However, the witch fastened the braid of hair which she had cut off to the hook of the window. When the king's son came and cried, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me," she let the hair down. The king's son ascended, but instead of feeding his dearest Rapunzel, he found the witch, who gazed at him with the wicked and venomous look. "Ah," she cried mockingly, "you would fetch your dessert, but the beautiful bird sits no longer sings in the nest. The cat has got it and will stretch out your eyes as well as Rapunzel is the loss to you. You will never see her again." The king's son was filled with pain and he disappeared. He leaped down from the tower and escaped with his wife, but the thorns into which he fell pressed his eyes. He wandered about the forest quite blind, ate nothing but roots and berries, and did nothing but cry over the loss of his dearest wife. Thus he roamed about in the misery for some years, and at length he come to desert where Rapunzel with the twins to which she had given birth, a boy and a girl lived wretchedness. He heard a voice, and it seemed so familiar to him that he went towards it, and when approached Rapunzel knew him and hugged him and wept. I who of her tears fell into his eyes, and he could see with them as before. He led her to his kingdom, where he joyfully received, and they lived for a long time afterwards, happy and content. Okay, children, this story has been finished. In next video, we will continue this chapter. Okay.